All right, so we're gonna do a little comparison on the. These are both 2019s. One of them's a XP1000, and the other one's a XP Turbo. I haven't seen a lot of videos on YouTube of just side-by-side comparison of these two models. You know, because I feel like a lot of people are on the fence about either one or the other, either the 1000 or the Turbo. They don't want to, you know, they're wondering if the Turbo is worth the extra money. You know, to get. And I'm not going to get into all the if it's worth the extra money yet, because this thing literally is brand new. It hasn't been rode yet. But I'm going to do a ride review, just the first impressions after I break it in and everything like that, and see how it does, because I just bought that 1000 and you know, I really like it. I mean, it's got a lot of power and it's fun, but you know, I just knew I was gonna start building one up, and I've actually enjoyed riding more than I thought I was, and I'm gonna start building one up and everything, and I want it to be the one I wanted. So I got a hell of a deal at Power Sports of America in Kentucky. I forget what town it is, but it's in like the southwest portion of Kentucky. I drove a long way because I'm from Georgia, and got a hell of a deal on that Turbo, and someone's buying this 1000 here in about 2 hours or so. But you know, you can find out online, but basically the XP 1000's got a 1000cc Pro Star motor, whereas a lot of people get mixed up. The Turbo's actually got a 925, and it's turbocharged. Same with the Turbo S, it's the same motor. You know, the chassis on them's exactly the same. Like I said, the only difference is that motor, and the Turbo's got 168 horsepower, whereas the XP 1000's got 110. But I mean, they're very the same shocks. I mean, same everything really. You can see just it's literally the exact same chassis and everything. This one's got about 200 miles on it, right at 200 miles in like 13 hours. So it's been ridden a little bit, not very much. I just knew I wanted the Turbo after I was riding it, and you know, didn't want to put too many miles on it. So now I get to build this one and ride this one. But you know, some of the main differences between them is the I think on the gearbox, on the shifter on it, it has the 1000 XPs. They have a reverse chain, which they say if you're in a mud pit or something like that, and you get it in a bind, it's easy to snap that reverse chain. So that's just a weak point on it. And also just I think the CV axles and everything like that are a little bit downgraded compared to the Turbo. The Turbo's got a little bit stronger drive line in general. I mean, I would expect, because it's got pretty much 60 more horsepower, but yeah, I mean, they both look pretty good in my opinion. That this one's going to get 32-inch tires and a cage and everything like that. That's why the guy that's buying that one, the 1000 XP from me, is he's buying that roof and windshield from me, because I'm getting a new cage anyway, so there's no point in even keeping that. But you know, I mean, they're definitely both good, you know. But if you're on the fence on buying the 1000 XP or the Turbo, I would definitely just spend the extra money and get the Turbo, because it was only like $1,500 more, and you're getting 60 more horsepower, better drivetrain. You know what I mean? Without that reverse chain and everything like that, they're just a way better. I mean, they're just stronger. You know, I mean, the chassis is the same, so I mean, the suspension and all that goes, it's all the same, but just as far as drivetrain goes. And I've only loaded that Turbo on a trailer, so I don't really know how fast it is, but I can tell you right now it's quieter and it's smoother. Like this one, you put it in gear and it like clunks into, like when you put it in drive and then you take off, it just clunks into drive and it's not smooth. There's no gradual increase in speed on it. It's just like all or nothing. Whereas the Turbo, the throttle is just a lot more sensitive. Well, it's just a lot smoother, and it's just a lot more linear than the 1000 XP. But got the old rig truck shined up right there, don't mind it. But yeah, I mean, this one it's fun. You know, if you really want to save the money, it's still a good option for sure. But see, I mean, you buy one of these and you're going to spend a lot more money just on aftermarket parts if you really plan on riding. I mean that's just a given, you know. But